Hi everyone! So this is episode number 4 for Pillow Talk with special guest Karen.
Hi!
Do you guys remember Karen from Summer Goals? She was the really cute girl.
The one that did this, and probably a lot of this.
Topics are how to deal with failure, rejection, sacrifice, and living by your parents' standards. Let's go.
You can go first.
Okay, I'll go first. Alright, this is by Relax to Nature. When we hear the word rejection, it usually means something unpleasant. But is there a positive side of rejection? Sometimes we tend to feel like rejection is a bad or negative connotation because that's what society displaces on us. However, I always had this belief in this mantra that rejection is a blessing in disguise.
Rejection is just one way of directing you to the right place that you need to be. Everything happens for a reason, so if this doesn't happen right now, then something else is meant to happen.
I heard this one saying that really resonated with me, and hopefully it resonates with you guys. God or the universe always has 3 answers to any of your questions or concerns. It's always yes, not yet, or I have something better.
Oh yeah. So Lisa Chan asked, how would you tell your parents about wanting to live your own life and not something they would expect from you? I think a lot of times we feel like our parents don't understand us, right? But if we don't communicate with them what we want, they really won't understand us.
It's true. I know my parents were immigrants, so I knew like they went through so much, and they didn't want us to go through the same hardships.
When I graduated from college, I was told that I needed a 9-to-5 job. Imagine trying to explain to your parents, like, hey, mom and dad, I'm going to quit my job now and make YouTube videos. I think for them to really understand why this means so much to me is that I showed consistency in the things that I want. I'm not just saying, hey, mom, dad, I want to become a YouTuber or I want to become a painter, but instead, I show them that I'm doing it. That dedication shows maturity, and once you show maturity to your parents, that's when they can start believing in you.
They trust you. It's so true. So Rashika, she asked, how do I deal with failure? It's depressing when I can't live up to my own standards.
I guess an example that I can give from myself is when I first started my YouTube channel, I have this like expectation in my mind like how I want my videos to turn out, but if I kept having that expectation, then I would not keep uploading things because I would just be disappointed every single time. You just need to keep practicing and practicing and practicing, and each practice you can give yourself a pat on the back like, wow, I did it, like I stepped out of my comfort zone to achieve something that I couldn't before. So instead of thinking of as a failure, think of it as many accomplishments to get you to that final goal.
Yes. Pat on the back, many accomplishments.
All the time. You gotta keep doing that to keep you going.
Failure invites change. That's how I see it. And change could be a good thing.
AJ asks, I'm scared about going to college and realizing I don't like my major or career decision. Please help. And it's okay. Like, seriously, it's okay if you don't know what you want to do, even up until the point you graduate.
It takes time. I mean, for some people, it takes them a lifetime to find their passion. College should be like an introduction to a new world for you to explore. You're going to learn a lot about being on your own, being a responsible adult, being responsible for your time. I feel like college teaches you a lot about time management. Like if you have a class at 8 a.m., you have to wake yourself up. You're not going to have your parents there waking you up.
I know for a fact that right before I went to college, I thought that it was going to be a lot harder than high school, but it's actually a lot easier.
It is easier.
Because you don't have to go to 6 classes in one day. You might be going to 2 to 3 different classes.
Yep.
And you end up having a lot of time in your day.
And you can pick your teachers.
Yeah, you get to pick your teachers.
Enjoy this moment because you're not going to be around this many creative, like-minded people in college. Because when you go out into the real world, it's really different. It's actually harder, I feel. Like people actually say, oh, the real world's really hard, and I never really understood it until I had to go into it. So enjoy it, please.
Yeah. Tutus Are Sweeter asks, how do you pursue a career in art while being recognized for your intellect? Love your advice. I think society often discredits or doesn't give enough credit for creative people. And if you just look around everything around you, look at the magazines or clothes or packaging, right? Everything.
This room.
Yeah, there's someone that thought about how to put all that together.
Whenever there's design, there's a sense of intelligence behind it. But it's another form of intelligence that's not about words or writing or books or science. It's visual, or it's sound, it's audio, or it's taste. If you want to pursue a career in art, there's so many different paths you can take. You don't just have to be a painter. You could be a social media manager that focuses on the creativity of the social media, creative director. You could also be a stylist. I mean, there's so many different facets of creativity. Don't just limit yourself to one. Final question is from Eleanor Foy. She asked, Michelle, how do you deal with feeling isolated and lonely at school? Love you. Love you too. There's nothing wrong with learning how to be comfortable by yourself in your own thoughts.
Good people will attract good people. I think feeling isolated is only temporary because you'll eventually be attracted, or you'll find good people to surround yourself with. And if anything, I think it's a blessing in disguise because you filter out the not so good people out of your life. And so you only have like a handful of good people in your life. And those are the only people that you do want in your life anyway.
If you want to find people, if you want change in your life, you have to invite that change. And sometimes that change can be scary, but you need to have that challenge to push you into a different direction for your personal development. So that's pretty much it, guys. These were all the questions. Thank you so much for asking these great questions. We hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully they were helpful.
You guys are so sweet. I read the comments on the summer goals video, and you guys are so sweet. So just thank you, and we love you.
Yes. Subscribe to Karen's channel. I will add the link here and Instagram here.
There.
Bye, everyone. Best of luck with everything.
Bye.
We love you. Bye.